Hello, 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 everyone. I hope you're all doing well on this fantastic day. I am doing Thirsty Sword Lesbians, and as you may recall, that is our tabletop RPG. I'm going to switch over to the Thirsty Sword Lesbians screen. We are live with a whole host of fellow LARPers. And we are gonna do an introduction, quick recap from last week, and discuss some of the rules changes that we're implementing, including some exciting new perks for our viewers. So my character is Vivelda the Magnificent. You can see the cute little Hollow Knight-esque doll on the side. She wears a mask and a cloak, and she is mysterious and daring and brave and head over heels for Agatha. DM, tell us about yourself.
Oh, that's me. Hello, I am Armsteel. I do hardcore Minecraft and am very good at improv, which is why I'm in charge of making the world spin.
Yay!
Very good.
Listening Chaos, tell us about yourself.
I work in hospitals and schools, and
I meant listening. I meant the character.
Oh. I am an ageless monster who likes to foster, kind of like me in real life. Just likes taking care of kids and making sure everyone is safe and happy, unless they suck. In which case, then, yeah.
That's not sus at all. Phibian, tell us about yourself.
Me?
Yep, that's you.
I live next to the water, and I live in a mud hut, and friends with plants and animals, and I
And you are also literally a frog, not a frog. What's the name of your thing?
a tetrapod or Diplocalus? I'm a salamander.
Yay! Thanks, because I didn't know what that was. And finally, Agatha, tell us about your character.
Hi, I am the Countess Lady Agatha Bulthroat III, a beautiful China doll with a sneaky, underhanded agenda, and I'm happy to be here today.
Oh.
Woohoo! Alright. We had some rules changes that we discussed between sessions that we would like to implement. So, Armstill, can you tell us about these rules changes?
Sorry, I was eating an apple.
Unallowed.
Oh, my bad. Okay, so, I've been informed that if one roll is enough to make friends, then one roll should be enough to make enemies. One roll should be enough to make enemies. So failed rolls are now going to actually start having consequences.
Woo! Consequences! Wait.
I'd like to apologize to our innocent viewers for having snubbed them of sweet, sweet drama points, and I'd like my innocent players to suffer greatly.
No.
That's how a DM works, right?
Where do we control Z? Is there a no option?
I have also discussed the nature of everyone in the world holding a sword. And there are... Expect people to say hello with their sword more frequently.
Yay! More sword!
more sword. It is now an acceptable means to do stuff like introduce yourself,
Have
make
a
better
conversation.
friends, make better enemies.
Yay! Make better
High
enemies.
stakes negotiation.
Yeah. Actually, that's good
I'm
because
playing D&D. You've got to talk to Dad.
Okay.
Carry on.
so thematically, I kind of want to do 2-stage battles. So but I know that's probably not going to work. So after I lose a battle, I'm going to start doing something strange.
Good. I don't think I like any of these advancements.
I think Agatha's gonna dance while she fights. I feel like that'd be cool.
There's a reason why listening's sword is an eyelash.
Okay.
Okay. Finally, tell us about luck points.
Yes, so love points are... I'm renaming luck points to love points because we're Thirsty Sword Lesbians. What do you want from me?
You know, I thought I was hearing love as opposed to luck, but I thought I was just being dumb.
Nope,
So-
we've renamed.
Congratulations. It was both of them.
Ouch. I thought. Nope, you're right. That's it. I'm dumb. I'm kidding.
It's not your fault. We've renamed things. Okay. Finally, we have added a bunch of channel point redeems for our viewers. So if you go into your sparkles count, which you can do just by clicking on the sparkles and then the number right next to it, which should be at like 2 instead of 3 million, you lunatics. You can see a bunch of things you can redeem, and there's a new set of redeems that start with TSL. One of them is give a character +1 to their next roll. One of them is give a character -1 to their next roll.
Oddly enough, that one isn't cheaper than the give +1.
Would you like
That
it?
one should be more expensive.
Would you like it to be cheaper?
No, I'm just poking fun.
They both have cooldowns, but the negative point cooldowns are much shorter. These do stack with themselves if we don't roll between multiple people choosing this. We also have the 3,000 point mark. Give a character a love point. You're just like, you know what, I love you. You have to pick which character you're giving it to, and then they get an extra luck point which they can use to not die horribly. That'll be great. Or you can use the same 3,000 points to screw over the characters entirely. You pick a character, and you give the DM a string on that character, which they can use to manipulate the characters into making bad life decisions. Whee!
That's my whole character's about making bad decisions.
Yay! Also, mine
I think
goes
you'll
first.
find that
You're the
that's...
best.
Characters built off of bad decisions might in fact be the theme.
That is, in fact, the point of this game. So, where did we leave our noble heroes and questionable other people?
Oh, that's hurtful.
How did you know I was talking about you?
Well, because
Yeah, how dare you call listening noble?
okay, that was more hurtful.
I'm very good at this game.
I must have a target on my monitor today.
Something about bringing swords to the table made my words sharp. It's just how it goes.
I like that statement. Word sharp.
Okay. When last we saw our heroes, there was a bunny. It was a purple baby bunny. Everyone was in love with the fact that it was a baby bunny, and everyone was mildly concerned about the fact that it was purple. Listening Chaos decided there was entirely exactly one person who should be in charge of the baby, and was trying to take the matter into their own hands, whatever their hands happen to be made out of.
Their own long, shadowy tendrils, which are definitely appropriate for raising a baby bunny.
Mm-hmm.
And then we found out just how fast Sugar Mama is, and the answer is very, very fast.
Okay.
And we got...
We should do a duel with her. That'd be so fun.
It'd be so great. And Vivelda may have Velda, at the very least, stops the situation from further escalation.
Therefore, I successfully defied disaster. We had a 3-person pile up, and the sentence that is my favorite from last week was, "I would like to end up with the baby." So I ended up with the baby.
That's
Much to Chaos's disappointment.
well, I'm still disappointed.
There was a rather extensive discussion about whether or not the stairs are made of corpses.
That was actually very brief and abortive, and I have further questions.
Well, I thought it was answered by saying yes, everything was made of wood comes from people, and
No, she was
they're-
like, "You think that I would make stairs out of corpses?" And I was like, "I don't know. If wood comes from dead, if you turn into wood when you're dead, and the stairs are made of wood, I have questions."
Okay,
The stairs are made of people.
the last thing I recall was Sugar Mama being like, "Listen, babies aren't supposed to be purple, and
Meh.
this odd thing happened the same time you odd thing happened, so you two are related. Go talk to the Guardian."
So what you're saying is we have the beginnings of an angry mob.
I think the mob is like... I don't know what the mob is doing. I don't think they're angry.
we can roll to see.
Now that the mob has the baby, I don't think that they're mad anymore.
Specifically, the what did we ended up with a word for them at the end? I just forgot. The nursemaids or whatever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The nursemaids have the baby, which is where the baby belongs, frankly.
Okay, well, I mean, it just means I have to work harder to steal the baby. That's all.
So, Chaos. Also, I have a lot of questions for Agatha because she vanished halfway through last session, and I have questions.
Okay, well, I have
But-
answers.
Regardless, I'm going to be like, is it okay with everyone if we teleport to the top?
I'm cool with that.
I am okay with that.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to persuade listening Chaos that we should teleport to the top because there's mysteries up there.
Yeah, we can try that. But it may not work the way you're thinking. But yeah, let's do that. Let's do that for sure. I'm going to roll for teleport.
Okay, let's see your roll.
All right, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do this like not correctly. Okay, but I think I've been messing it up. 2d6 plus 2. I think it's plus 2. Let's double check. And it is plus 2. Jeez. Yeah.
So,
Uh-oh.
It may not work as intended. I gave fair warnings.
good
Oh.
news, everyone. You are in fact near each other.
Yay?
Yes. So what happens is you all gather in a circle and you all just start doing this dance. And Listening Chaos says follow my lead, and you do kind of just start dancing, but you notice that none of you are doing anything remotely similar to the same dance. And now you are successfully somewhere else.
I'm doing the hokey pokey, put your left foot in, put your left foot out.
And that's why I don't know where we are right now.
Mark your XP.
Mark your XP because you are in a cityscape.
Oh dear. Did we just teleport again to a new random location?
No. This cityscape is different. You see, it's made out of thick fog and clouds.
I'm so happy. I thought you were about to tell us it was made out of corpses.
It's made out of thick fogs and corpses.
What are we standing on?
You are standing on probably a cloud. You are probably standing on probably a cloud. Speaking of standing, there is an interesting thing you are doing right now. You are simultaneously dancing and not dancing.
I would like to shriek and grab a hold of whoever is nearest. I think it's probably Fabian.
Okay. Would you like to grab a hold of probably Fabian with your dancing half or your holding still half?
I don't know what that question means.
Okay, you still get to answer it.
The holding still half, because it's not doing anything.
Okay, Fabian, probably Vivelda appears to be probably grabbing you.
Probably hi.
Listening Chaos. You know this place.
Right.
You aren't home, but you know this place is a lot closer to home than you have been in a very long time.
Well, that's
Does your appearance change? Think back on that question I asked.
They're being very, very sneaky and secretive. Don't be worried if you don't know what's going on. No one else does either.
Orem is being secretive. I am just being confused.
Okay. I'll ask that question again in a moment.
All right.
It'll make more sense later, probably. I forgot to do some stuff.
Okay. Because I was just like, well...
Okay, so while probably Vivelda is screeching over there and holding on to probably Fabian...
All of these probablys have me worried.
I'd probably check on how my plant's doing.
Your plant... The talking flower?
Yeah.
The talking flower is not present.
Why not? Didn't we bring it with us?
You have a shadowy silhouette of it.
Okay.
Okay. While you guys are freaking out, or mildly freaking, while you guys are doing whatever it is you're doing, a whisper passes by you. Or was it like... no, it's multiple whispers. Multiple whispers pass by, and they appear to gather, and they start like swirling about until all of a sudden you're looking at a creature in a trench coat with a bowler hat.
Oh.
And it's made out of something... It could be anything between, like, forgotten impossible truths to ideas that couldn't have been had. Anywhere between those 2 points is what you're looking at. You can make out exactly 3 things about it. Large reptilian eyes, a bowler hat, and a trench coat. And it feels friendly to look at.
And friendly to look at?
Yes.
I'm assuming this is my friend Loose Bundle of Snakes.
Listening Chaos, you called, but I couldn't come. I'm so sorry. Get a strain on Listening Bundle. Get a strain on Bundle of Snakes.
Listening Bundle of Chaos.
Listening Bundle of Chaos.
Listening Screaming Bundle of Chaos. Okay. All right, I'm gonna put a string. Got it. Hello?
Hello. How? I didn't know you could. You remembered how to get here.
Oh, where is here exactly? I might have forgotten.
Here is the fake world where we could be.
Okay. I don't remember the fake world. Must have been from a very, very long time ago.
This definitely feels like someplace you've been.
Oh yeah, it definitely feels familiar. I just don't know where to put the familiarness.
Yeah. About the dance, by the way, listening chaos. Specifically, you remember that dance is how to get here. You just don't know how you forgot that.
Yeah, I'm gonna like look around and then be like briefly like
As you look
my
around, surprise! You said key phrase. As you look around, you see, um, little snacks. Snack is the best way to describe it. You see,
Snack is in like, I am a snack?
snack is in like put it in your mouth and eat it.
oh okay.
Like little Pop Tarts and little gummy bears and they are scurrying about and hiding.
Hmm. If anyone could see my face, they would see me smirking. But since I'm in, wait, no, they can see my mask or my mask contorting.
Yeah, you have features.
Hmm. You know, my clothes give me features. So yeah, I'm going to like smirk and like I feel like something warm and familiar, but I can't quite touch it. I can't quite put a name to it, and so I kind of try pushing it away from the forefront of my memories.
What brings you here?
I was trying to get to the top of a tower, and instead I ended up here. I'm guessing this is something symbolic.
Probably. In my experience, most things are.
What brought us here? A series of very bad decisions.
Well, not
You
that
you
bad.
spoke of a tower. The dance should have taken you there. Is something in the way?
Um, well, I think I didn't
The
like where
wall.
things. Oh, yeah, that too. There was a wall. I was thinking more metaphorically. But yeah, there was a wall and maybe another sideways dimension where we're trying to get back to. There's a couple of obstacles. I'm not feeling all there recently.
You were in the place that is Tworkton, yes?
Yep. I was in the place that was to work in.
And you were trying to go up?
Yes, trying to go up.
Then I know where you are going.
All right. Can you help me get moved there then?
I can try.
Thank you.
Uh, so you will be led to a street, a main street, it looks like. And down the main street, whereas like you're passing through a modern cityscape, down the main street at the end, there is an old and big castle.
Okay. It's like we should try to go inside there.
Do all of us go, or just the dancing halves of us?
All of you go. It appears as though your dancing half follows where your other half is going.
They're just twerking along. They're bopping to the beat.
They're twerking along to work in a side.
And as you notice, as you think about it, you kind of like see the other half of Bundle's trench coat also is dancing.
Oh. Well, that's funny.
Real
As
tempted
if-
to challenge this suspicious trenchcoat man to a duel.
My best friend to a duel?
Look,
I have
Still
updated.
just said we could challenge people to duels, and it's not like offensive or anything.
Yeah,
Well-
I have updated the sorting rules to now more sorting all the time.
Oh,
More swording.
I feel very vulnerable at that statement.
We call that the Twerkton handshake.
Oh, please don't name this place Twerkton. No, Twerkton. No, okay. I thought that was a twerking joke.
You're the one that said Dwarkden. We
Okay,
have been making
yeah, Dwarkden is
Dwarkden
fine.
twerking jokes this entire time.
That's not my fault.
We've made like
That
4
wasn't
of
the-
them. We're dancing in the Dwarkden place. What do you want from us?
They're twerking in a twerked place.
Maybe we can call it the Dance Macabre instead.
You know what? Eventually, we'll end up calling it the Monster Mash, and we'll just have to live with that.
Oh my.
It was a graveyard smash.
Okay.
But I won't challenge this guy to a duel. Where are we going? But I have my hand on my sword in case.
There is now a path clearly laid out in front of you.
I don't like this place.
You have been informed that the castle is where you need to get inside of if you want to end your teleport at the top of the spire.
All right. And how
Then
big-
you have been informed that that bundle of snakes is being chased by like 30 Pop-Tarts and books it.
Oh,
I am vigorously documenting everything I possibly can in my book.
Agatha, are you still on my shoulder?
I am.
Okay.
Agatha, as you attempt to describe the Pop-Tart creatures chasing bundle of snakes, you find yourself writing emotions down to help you describe them.
Interesting. I am going to accompany these scribblings with small drawings of said creatures as well, so that I can keep them documented properly.
Very nice.
I pull out my sword too, just in case the Pop-Tarts are hostile.
That's a good move.
Um,
I nod approvingly.
The Pop-Tarts, upon considering like how hostile the Pop-Tarts might be, you get the sense that the notion of burn it to the ground is kind of what the Pop-Tarts are all about.
I like them.
I'm going to casually grab a Pop-Tart and try to stick it in my mouth.
Okay, your hand lights on fire.
So what you're saying is that
Okay.
the Pop-Tarts are hostile.
To bundle of snakes they are. They appear to be running from you, except for the one that's currently lighting chaos on fire.
Well, I'm going to like eat the fire. I'm going to put like the whole thing inside of my mouth to staunch it.
This is a special type of fire. It will just keep growing if you keep feeding it.
Oh, even if I feed on it?
Yes.
Okay.
No. Actually, come to think of it, because you are you like put it inside of you, and the Pop-Tart appears to misplace its fire, followed by a lot of confusion, and then it turns into a gummy bear.
Oh, this is like getting better and better. I started with fire in my gut, and now I have a delicious gummy bear.
You altered its emotion.
The gummy bear is please note, the gummy bear is addictive. And you can tell that if you actually finish consuming this creature, you will probably be addicted.
I just want you guys to know I'm making a highlights reel of incredibly stupid sentences said on stream today, and that's making it.
The gummy bears are addictive?
Also, the Pop-Tarts are hostile.
I can hear it now. Just an adorable sound of screaming bipedal Pop-Tarts. Anarchy!
Yeah, the highlights reel is just going to be one-liners, completely out of context. No context given or allowed.
Context needs to be a point point purchase.
You have to buy context with your sparkles. I wanna float back. Caddy did totally. Fabian totally has the situation with Pop-Tarts well in hand. Like, she can stab them. That's you got this. I trust you. I'm gonna kind of float behind at the back of the pack, ostensibly so Agatha can take her notes because she's writing everything down, and I don't want her to miss anything. But once we're got a good bit of distance between us and the group, I'm gonna be like, "What were you doing?"
Are we dead?
Sorry, I didn't hear that. What'd you say, Vivilda?
Are we dead?
Fabian is asking if we're dead.
Fabian, when you ask that question, you guys know that, that cone, ice cream cone that ends with a flat bottom and is like two-tier kind of thing?
Mm-hmm.
One of those,
A waffle cone?
full of, yeah, like a waffle cone, full of ice cream. Well, it's in the shape of ice cream, but it's like warm broth, a hearty broth. Walks up to you and is like, "Oh no, please don't be dead."
Drink it. Drink it.
Decidedly, we are not dead. This is good.
That and let's see. On a scale from 1 to 10, how delicious does this thing look?
Not very, but you expect it to be plenty healthy and very filling.
All right, so I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take a nibble.
As you reach to take a nibble, a stone on the pavement that you previously overlooked, it reaches down, swipes up that stone to reveal to reveal a metal wire that it throws around you.
The ice cream picks up the stone?
The ice cream picks up the stone with little disembodied hands that float around it.
Sure.
And it's got 7 of those hands, by the way. And the stone was secretly attached to a metal wire that it threw around Chaos in response to Chaos trying to eat it.
The ice cream has a sword.
Does this mean
ice cream doesn't have a sword?
Oh.
It has a metal wire that it's attacking Chaos with.
The metal wire is built into the ground. Oh, by the way, Chaos, either get tied up or give me a roll.
All right, I can do a roll. What am I rolling?
Grace, probably.
Or defy disaster.
Or defy disaster. I I'm so used to just like rolling stats instead of rolling for things.
Mhm. I'm going to use grace. All right, let's do this.
So you're saying the rock has a sword. The
Uh,
ground has a sword.
I
Woohoo!
would classify this as a nice. Okay, so turns out you're still intangible, and it just kind of goes. Actually, this comes back to the point. Listening chaos.
Mhm.
I asked you a question about food.
Mhm.
Everyone here is made out of food.
Hey.
Does your appearance change while you are here?
Hey.
Oh, does my appearance change?
Yes. Right here, right now, you get to make this decision. I don't care either way, but
Okay,
I
wait, you're
have to
saying
know.
I'm not made out of food.
You guys aren't made out of food. I actually haven't gotten to describing what you guys are made out of yet.
Concern.
I'm gonna say, well, I'm already really changeable, so I think a good change for me is solidity. But I think change is productive to gameplay, so I'm gonna change.
You're going to be made out of your favorite food?
Um.
That's basically what the question was.
Armstead would like you to be made out of cheesecake.
Let me see. That I feel like if I made it my favorite food, I'm gonna want to eat myself, which seems very self-destructive.
Okay, I provide you with a very, very fluffy fruit that you have. That the fluff appears to go all the way through and doesn't actually have a fruit core.
Hmm.
That's my suggestion for what you look like. But it's your character. Look like whatever you want.
Okay. That's for me, or is it for everyone?
This is what listening chaos looks like while they are in this place.
Okay, so then I guess I'll be like some very delicate pastries, um, multiple very very delicate pastries, which with rich white cream and a cherry, strawberry, raspberry compote inside.
Okay, there you go, guys. So as the metal wire wraps around you, it just kind of like squishes through all of the in between all of the things and doesn't actually have anything to grab onto and flops to the ground.
What do I roll to eat listening chaos?
That's between you two. I'm not in charge.
What do I roll to stop her?
No, I'm not gonna eat listening chaos.
I think I lack the sufficient anatomy for that.
No, specifically, I have already said what I'm doing is falling behind the group so I can interrogate Agatha.
Sorry, someone asked an important question. Go back to your interrogation.
No, Fabian, what did you want to say?
I forgot.
Okay.
I had decided not to say it.
Okay. Let us know when you remember. Yeah, I drifted back behind the group, which is why I'm not eating listening chaos at this moment. But I like turned my head to look at Agatha and like in an undertone, I'm like, what were you doing?
I was attempting to save us the trip. I'm terribly sorry that I worried you.
You were flying to the top?
Yes, I was attempting to fly to the top to see if we had to waste the time to climb all the way up there ourselves. Without my corporeal form, I am much faster, so I just figured I would fly up there, see what's going on, and then come back down and tell the results to those who would, those who are trusted with my particular corporeal disability.
Oh. Huh. But you didn't make it?
I didn't. There seems to be... It's It's sort of hard to explain, really. It's like I was flying up, and I could see the levels moving, but I wasn't getting anywhere, if that makes any sense. And well, of course, I imagine nothing has really made much sense since we started this whole crazy debacle.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was moving, but I wasn't going anywhere. So I imagine whoever is at the top, if there is anybody at the top, does not want us to be there.
Suspicious. Okay, well, you worried me.
Okay.
I am terribly sorry. In the future, I will notify you before leaving my remains.
Thanks.
I didn't expect you to eat that NPC. For some reason, that didn't cross my mind.
I don't know why. You made them out of food.
I turned ice cream into soup. I really did. Then I explicitly described it as not good, and then... Okay.
I will rejoin the group, and this is the point at which I'll be like, ooh, a crepe, and eat it. What are you? You're like a Danish pastry thing. I'm gonna go take a bite of you.
Yes, a Danish pastry.
That reminds me what I was going to say.
Everyone pause. Fabian?
Sorry. As beings that are specifically food, is being eaten a form of violence or or is it a good thing?
This one appears to have reacted to the notion of being eaten with pure and utter panic and is attempting to book it.
Okay.
Don't eat the locals.
The Pop-Tart, on the other hand, was very enthusiastic to be eaten to the point of lighting itself on fire.
I would like to challenge a Pop-Tart to a duel. Are they still like chasing listening chaos, like with intent to burn?
The Pop-Tarts have... The majority of the Pop-Tarts have chased Bundle of Snakes out of the scene. And so, if you would like a Pop-Tart, I suppose I could produce you one, but
No, it's fine.
Unlikely to find one.
I will challenge the next thing I see to a duel.
Okay. Does anyone want to do something about your broth ice cream running away?
Phibian, it showed up in response to you, and it wants you to not be dead.
Oh. Hey, wait!
It tries to do a complete U-turn, like, on a dime, and in fact cannot, and instead lands face first onto the ground. For, popping up... Oh, when it lands face first on the ground, you see that it does, in fact, not float. Its waffle cone is a dress that hides its feet.
It has itty-bitty wigs!
Oh.
And then it, pops back up, so it's back to standing, and, gives you that look of, I'm fully composed and that didn't happen, that you get from cats.
Yeah.
And then, turns around and is like, I will wait for you.
You're a little top-heavy, honey.
Wow.
What is your name?
Don't call the ice cream fat.
I didn't say fat, I said top-heavy.
Said busty. That's busty.
My name is Paranoia.
Paranoia.
What?
Can you tell us about what's going on here?
Wouldn't it be nice if
Yes,
anything
follow me.
made sense?
And then she, throws... Apparently she's been holding rocks. Throws, a handful of rocks into specific branches of a nearby tree, and the pavement opens up into a secret bunker.
The trenchcoat guy said we should go into the castle.
Paranoia has a secret bunker nearby. I don't know what you want from me.
I'm just submitting that as a fact to be considered by my team.
I'm totally fine with that.
I'm not in charge of this team, and me and everyone else here know it.
Paranoia
Wait.
set
So
up,
we're
like, from the staircase, just enough for you to see its eyes, and looks like as if it wasn't expecting hesitation.
So we're going to.
We're going somewhere safe where I can explain what's happening.
I like her.
Are the other Vivian is really confused, and she doesn't want to split up the party. What are all the rest of you doing?
I'm waiting for you to make a decision about whether or not we go down into the secret bunker.
Same.
Liana and the Gain appear to be on the same page as those two.
Okay.
Who's Liana?
Our
Follow.
bookworm.
Right.
Down into the bunk.
Followed the paranoia into the secret doorway.
So, down the doorway. Paranoia will, like, as you walk by doors, like, that one's locked, don't try it. That one's locked, don't try it. If you open that one, you'll probably die. Don't walk through that one. That one will... that doorknob is electrocuted. This one is the one we want. And opens up a opens up a door that leads into a room full of red string conspiracy theories. At least that's what you see when you first look at it. It is covered in pictures, wall to wall, and just red string everywhere. And then she starts speaking really fast.
Have I mentioned I like her?
I am ravenously documenting everything my eyes lay on in this room. Like the way in, everything.
Whatever is wrong with her, I'm on board.
Okay. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I'm not sure which one. You guys got to make a roll to make sense of this nonsense that she's spewing.
I would like to roll figure out a person. Can I actually duel her?
Yes.
Okay. She's gonna be talking at me, and I'm just gonna be like, okay, look. I feel like this will all make more sense on the battlefield, and I'm just gonna drop my sword and attack.
She is going to flip the hell out. So roll for combat.
I don't want to kill her, though. I want to figure out a person.
Okay, roll for figure out a person. What do you want from me?
I'm bad at this. I have a -1 to my figure out a person.
Good.
Hey, I level!
Mark an experience. It is unclear exactly what happens next, but you are very, very thoroughly, tied up in a bundle on the floor while Paranoia sits on your shoulder.
And to get thoroughly
sits on your
knocked
back.
out. Oh, by the way, I gently set Agatha down before entering into combat. Like, I give her to tuck.
Where is the figure out a person move, and what do I get?
Well, it says when you try to understand a person, roll plus wit, which is a -1 for me. If on a 10+, I can ask 2 questions, now or later in the scene. On a 7 to 9, you may ask 2 questions, but they may ask one of you. It doesn't say what happens on a miss, because that's what's up to you. So you could use some GM moves, like you could cause me to stagger, or take a condition, or you could have me obviously lose this fight.
No, so, okay. I've decided the consequence for poor Vivelda.
I don't like this consequence.
The consequence is she bested you. That one bested you so thoroughly in both sword combat and word and like never stopped their drill of like whatever it was they're saying. They never stopped saying it. You have to qualify them as an authority in Vivelda's eyes.
That's terrible. That's
Ha.
terrible. Right.
While the fight is going on, can I roll figure somebody out from the sidelines?
Yes. The answer is Vivelda has problems.
We got problems. We don't know how to solve them.
All right. So what's the defining attribute for figure someone out again?
Wit. Wait, hold on. Don't you get a +1 for figure out a person at sword point?
No. You
Okay.
get an extra question. Oh, I do get an extra question even on a 6-. I can ask, what are you willing to risk death for? Or what kind of deeds earn your loyalty? So since I obviously have a very high opinion of them, what kind of deeds earn Paranoia's loyalty?
Paranoia is awfully fond of never being caught without backup plans for your backup plans for your backup plans.
I knew that.
So
Can I ask
I
the
could
other
also
one?
produce for you a specific thing to do if that's what you want.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay. So, the power of flight appears to have left most places.
I'm sorry, say that again.
The power of flight appears to have left most places. And Paranoia doesn't know where it's gone. If you answer that question, Paranoia will respect you.
I will take that into consideration as I attempt to wiggle out from these ropes.
It takes a while, but you absolutely succeed.
In the meantime, Agatha's rolling from the sidelines and being
Agatha's doing
Alright.
something as opposed to you.
Roll plus my wit is 1, and then I get +1 from my entourage being here with me. Turns into an 11.
Sounds
And
about right.
okay, figure a person out 10+. I may ask 2 questions now or later in the scene. So I'm going to hold my 2 and move on with the.
I will give you one question. I will give you one answer for free. Tell Tuck to stop.
Okay, so
That
I
doesn't count against your 2, but
okay, so in my very motherly tone, I am looking around. I'm watching the fight, trying to figure it out. And I just kind of reached down and like tapped my head on the top of his eyebrow and said, "Put it down, darling," and then continue watching.
that's something you get looking at Paranoid. Tell Tuck to stop is one of the things you pick up. I feel like it's very in character.
our little kleptomaniac.
He's getting better, though. I mean, he was caught by the opposition this time, which is bad, but he's getting better.
The opposition didn't notice, but what if they did?
So he wasn't caught, but Paranoia has thus far reacted very aggressively to everything.
That is true. So I'm going to hold 2, and I'm going to ask my questions as we go through the conversation that we're about to have.
That is fair. Okay. I feel like trying to decipher what the crazy person is spouting has gone on for long enough. I will give you some information that is relevant.
Yeah, we did succeed to figure out a person.
You did succeed, so I'll give you some information for freezies. What you got is a castle built for, in big emphasis, in big air quotes, for space.
For space.
For space. Unfortunately, space appears to always want to be in the castle. Again, want is in big air quotes.
Is this space with a capital S?
Unclear.
Is space a person, place, or thing?
Space wants to be in the castle.
Okay,
So the
Space has emotions, which means space could think for itself, which means space could possibly be an entity of some sort.
Or the castle has dimensions.
the castle has dimensions is going in the quotes. Okay, by now I've wriggled out of my bonds, and I'm just, like, lying on the floor, like, with my hand supported by my chins and my feet up behind me, like, floating in the air, like, kicked back behind me. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I'm just, like, lying on the floor watching as Paranoia points to all of the, like, different things on the chart, and I'm like,
Yeah, so, actually I'm going to say Vivelda's the one that figured it out. You have gained enough respect to actually just try and follow what's being said.
Okay, I'm going to ask one of my questions. How could I get you to show us the fastest route to space?
The fastest route to space requires space to want you to come.
How do we get space's attention?
You go and harass the castle gate is probably the best way.
What are your feelings towards space?
Space is much too nice to be doing the mean things she's doing.
All right, well, that is my two.
So we gotta stop her, right?
We've got to free her. Or them, rather.
Space is expressly a girl, because I have this image in my head and it's adorable.
Okay.
Okay, since she seems surprised that you haven't changed your mind, although it's unclear what she said would have changed your mind, but is prepared to take you to the castle gates. Dun dun dun.
Pretty sure that's where we were going before, but that's fine.
Awesome. If she had refused, I was gonna prey on her paranoia to get us there. But I don't have to be the bad guy now. Woohoo!
This is the second time you're traveling in this place, and this, like, it finally occurs to you, you aren't actually traveling. You're just like, this is where we're going, and then you're just kind of there.
It's the best part.
As long
Almost
as you're
as if
moving
this
with
is
intent, you get to where you're going. That's kind of cool.
Almost as if this is a teleport power gone awry is what's going on.
Oh.
Yeah, so you guys basically get free teleports if you know where you're going. So here you are at the castle gate. Dun dun dun. And then the most amazing thing happens. And I'm not being sarcastic. The, like, quantifiably most amazing thing happens. An actual... I want to just call it angel food cake because the word angel is there. Yeah, let's call it... we'll call it angel pound cake because I do what I want. An angel pound cake jumps off the top of the wall and floats gorgeously down. And is to try and describe her, is without words. You're looking at absolutely everything done actually correctly for once.
Oh, that's actually, I like that.
Whoa.
Can she be an object of my devotion? If we're adding people.
Hold on. Let me. Okay. What's she gonna do about this? From the way her dress sits on her body to the way whatever she has on top of her head that's mimicking hair flows to the way she like falls through the air with enough grace to do it slowly, she is everything done correctly.
They finally got it right.
Wait, who's they?
I don't know. Somebody did. Maybe she did?
Okay. The thing I was doing, I decided against, so never mind.
So, I'm gonna be like, hello, Your Grace. How are you?
She's like, hello, Vivelda the Magnificent.
She is my turtle.
As I am documenting this person, what feelings do I get off of the description?
You really fall short of words other than perfect and done correctly. That's all
Okay.
you got.
That makes sense.
Okay.
I can't help but notice, Miss Magnificent, that you aren't quite
Ow.
what the title would suggest.
Ow. She gotta be so rude. Mean.
Immediate dagger eyes at the angel pound cake.
You feel bad for doing it.
My voice
Or at least you'll want to feel bad. You're a PC, you can feel however you want.
My voice kind of quavers, and I'm like, I'm doing my best. Do you have advice?
But why should I give it to you?
Because then everything will be perfect. Just like it's supposed to be.
But it's... Perfection isn't something I can give, otherwise I already would have. Vivelda, darling, if I help you, will you be perfect?
I both like and don't like the way she says my name.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, as the GM, I'm asking you, how many XP till you level?
I just did.
Okay.
So 5.
Dang it. I'm not giving you 5 XP.
You can give me 1 or 2.
I'm
agreeing to this regardless of the consequences, even though player me knows it's a very bad idea.
Okay. She offers you, which is apparently a physical thing in this world, a string. On your string, she has on you.
What?
She offers you a point of emotional leverage that she is holding in front of her, and it's your emotional leverage.
I'm so confused. What is happening?
And it is tied around a nice box.
This is a bad idea, but unless someone stops me, I'm gonna take it.
I want to see what happens.
Yeah.
Stopping ends in 3, 2, 1.
We do it.
Okay. Vivelda, get a point of experience, and I get to spend your next level. Thanks.
No.
And your level. Oh boy.
Agatha chimes in. Now that we're done disparaging my compatriots' personal point of view of themselves, we're here to see space.
Oh, I know. Space is
Then-
the only one in this castle. There's the only one reason you'd come.
Then why are we standing out here?
You think you
Are
should
you
come in?
space?
I'm not space. No.
No, she's perfection.
I am perfect chaos.
Perfect chaos?
Yes. I think you know someone who is similar to me.
I immediately do not like this person.
Listening chaos.
Yeah.
This person is pretending to be your sister, and or is correctly claiming to be your sister.
You have acquired a
Well,
bonus
something.
sister. How do you feel about it?
Let's see. She looks like cake.
You should
Yep.
roll to figure out a person.
Yeah, I think we should. I think we should do that.
Hey, while we're coming here, can I have casually
That's
taken a
where I
bite out
was.
of you?
Yeah.
What does chaos taste like? Listening chaos, not perfect chaos. What does listening chaos taste like?
I feel like that's another can of worms that's I just forced upon a sibling and also a dice roll upon poor listening chaos.
That's how you DM,
Yeah. All right, let's do this.
with violence.
I'm using violent. Which one should I use?
No, I said that's how you DM with violence, but absolutely challenging perfection to a sword duel does give you bonuses on figure out a person.
Yeah, I guess I'll do that then. I'm gonna be like, a sister. Let's. That's very, very interesting.
Sister is awfully close. I'd think distant cousin at best.
Distant cousin. If
As
you're
you draw your sword, she draws a... Oh, something I forgot to mention. She is magenta.
She's purple cake.
Ooh.
The cake is purple.
Not purple.
Oh no,
I
wait.
said
That's like a bright
magenta.
pink. That's like a bright pinkish.
It has
it's
no
red purple.
wavelength.
It has no wavelength.
Yes.
She
magenta.
is a red purple.
Magenta doesn't actually exist.
What?
neither does
It's
pink.
it's an illusion.
Sometimes I feel like you guys make up these science facts just to confuse me.
No, pink.
Google it. It's there.
It's because nothing's lower than red. That's why.
My husband says it's because I'm not paying attention in science class. Which is
That's
hurtful.
true.
And probably
That's
true.
And with the revelation that she is magenta to listening chaos is black, her eyelash to listening chaos is white eyelash is every color.
So they're
Wait.
the same color.
I was about to say, if it was every color, it would be white.
This
Nope,
is a whole Saruman.
it's not entirely clear how
rule.
there's a difference, but you are absolutely certain there's a difference.
This place is built of emotions more than anything else. Like, emotionally, we can tell the difference.
Also, I was picturing a rainbow, not like I was picturing.
Okay, it's like a rainbow.
guys. Yeah, it's the whole light spectrum, like as it appears when you Google spectrum of light.
What do I? Huh? Okay. Everything done right. Is this like? Do I feel like I used to be a part of this person, or vice versa?
Or do you
Uh,
not know her from Chaos? I was gonna say from Adam, but that
Why
seems
don't
like
you
a
give
better-
me that role you were thinking about before I answer that question?
Hey, I'm gonna just do a random roll. That's always.
You were going to figure out a person, right?
Hmm.
And you were going to do it in the midst of combat?
Yep.
So that's wit.
Wit. I don't know. I don't think I have good wit. Let's find out.
And for this, I'm going to give you a temporary strain if you want to use it on her.
I do want to use a temper. Well, yeah, I do want to do use a temporary string. That's what, a +3 to the
Yeah.
roll.
Yeah.
Okay. Woohoo!
Very
Barely.
nice.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, do you have 0 wit?
Yeah.
Oh.
You have 0 wit.
So listening, Chaos. Best you can tell, you've made no mistake in how you fought. You still lose somehow, but you have come to the very important decision that you would have beaten any of your siblings or cousins with that roll.
And she's cheating somehow.
No,
Or she's not who she
Listening
appears.
has a strain on his cousin, on their cousin. But since that strain evidently didn't do its job, she wasn't one of them.
She wasn't one of.
She's
You
not your
spent-
cousin. We basically just
Yeah.
confirmed that she's not your cousin, and the actual roll you had was an 8 because the string doesn't count.
Oh, okay.
So, I'll type that in chat.
All right. Then I'm going to say.
So you got a
Which
mixed
means
beat.
you get a mix beat. Go ahead and...
So the DM basically just baited you. She was like, "You want a string? Psych! No string for
Yeah.
you." Rude.
Yeah, that was pretty
Yeah.
underhanded. But that's okay.
I will say that she definitely kept the strain you gave her, so now she has a strain on you. That's nice.
Wait, what? So wait, I got an illusory string and they got an actual one?
Yes, you spent a fake strain, and in exchange, she got a real strain on you.
I think she's cheating.
That sounds like yeah.
You realize
That
the
sounds
DM.
like cheating.
So, like, not to metagame, but, like, you realize the DM just starts with 4 strings that you can use at any time. Like, you don't have to make off with excuses. You can just be like, "I'm using a string. I want to bribe you into this thing." Like, that's okay.
Yes, but it's very important that this person actually just stole a strain from you in a world where strains are real.
Okay. I want to look good in front of the beautiful centipede librarian. So, I'm like, this place, like, emotions are a big thing in this place. So, like, I squeeze my eyes tight shut and I picture a big wall and like try and then I will it around perfection and I shout you need to stop picking on my friends. Just get to your point.
Okay, give me a heart roll.
Also,
I
if you're using, like, a specific move from your playbook that you could add to this, that might be a good thing to note. Just if you're just
No,
doing
I'm
stuff, just do stuff.
Specifically, you are doing Defy Disaster with a heart.
Yeah, no, that's great.
Unless you have a better roll.
I'm just testing this world's properties.
Which is perfectly fair. You
Someone
are a
do a dice
scientist.
roll for me?
You are a scientist. Sorry? You need me to roll for you?
Yeah, I don't.
Okay, what's your heart bonus?
+1?
Maybe you should have had
nice.
someone else roll for you.
Still pretty good. Better than
Okay.
DM, for my advancement that I just earned before this string thing went down, I took +1 to a skill. I now have a +3 daring. Just FYI.
Thank you. You successfully. Okay. So here's your choice. Okay.
Okay.
While you're doing this, you realize that it might work, but you don't have enough juice.
Ooh.
And you feel a pair of eyes on you that might be strong enough to give you the juice.
Paranoia.
You need to pull it off.
Are the eyes touching me?
No, it's someone's looking at you very intently.
This
All
is
right.
a very literal world. That's a completely valid question.
That is an entirely
Yeah.
valid question, correct?
I turn and look to see if someone's looking at me.
No time. Do you accept the help, or do you do it yourself and fail?
You're being offered help, but at a potential price, which you do not know and cannot discern before you agree to it. This is a great world. Love this place.
I am going to accept.
Okay. As your wall slowly gets pulled into reality, Perfect reaches out her eyelash.
Perfect chaos.
Perfect Chaos reaches out her eyelash and begins to cut, only to meet the head, only to get bounced back at the exact point of contact that she would have hit the wall, as a rock has been thrown to deflect her eyelash.
Someone's chucking rocks. Do we live in glass houses? Yes, we do.
Whoa.
And
the wall is real but not physical.
No, your wall is slowly coming into reality, and Perfect Chaos is trying to cut it down before it becomes real.
And she's being prevented.
And little Paranoia is throwing rocks perfectly timed to deflect the eyelash from hitting your wall before it's become real. And then it becomes real, and now she's in a box. Good job.
Woo!
You bullied Perfect Chaos. Good job, actually. Good work.
I feel like I've sinned.
Correct.
Paranoia, scurries over to you and, hands you a small book bound in red string. And she's like, you'll know when. And then she books it, because she just upset Perfect Chaos.
Okay.
This thing is in a box now, right?
Yes.
All right, and she pissed me off by degrading the value of my friend. Is that correct?
She spoke very harsh truths, basically.
Okay,
From what she can tell.
So the only one who probably hears this is Vivelda, because I'm sitting on her shoulder. but my very calm, very happy voice drops down to almost a monotoned, like, devoid of emotion. And I use here, oh right, my turn. As I drop off of your shoulder, first thing I'm gonna think before I take a step. I'm gonna think I want to be inside of that box with Perfect,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna take a step forward.
Fibian, a
Yeah.
friend of yours, it's unclear which, has decided to be inside the box.
Presumably because all of Fibian's attention is on.
The red book, which, by the way, that is a good nod. It's not coming undone anytime soon.
Okay. I hold the book close, and well, if my friend wants to go in, then she definitely has a plan. I let her in.
A window that's barred, big enough, with gaps big enough for Agatha to slip through, but no one else, appears about eye level, and Agatha's image can be seen zipping through it.
I am concerned, but for completely different reasons.
All right, Agatha. Perfect is not in the most sightly look. She looks absolutely furious, and like her hair is done and her dress is ruffled. Her hair is undone and her dress is ruffled, and she is blisteringly angry.
She's not perfect?
I'm going to use my move, a character move called the Mask, to persuade this NPC to a lie about myself, and that lie is that I have 0 emotion.
Okay.
So, like, what exactly do you do?
That, evidently.
Yes, apparently it doesn't work, but I'm going to sink one of my luck points, one of my 2 luck points. I'm going to serve one of my 2 luck points to turn that up to a full success.
3, didn't you?
Yes, I have 3.
So that was a mixed, that was a downbeat. You can turn it up to a mixed beat.
Okay, a mixed beat is fine.
You won't get your experience from it.
That is okay. At a 7 to 9, choose 1. I choose they believe a big lie. So they firmly believe right now that I have 0 emotion at all. In a world completely governed by emotion, I have none at all. I have shut off my porcelain features, my the mask that moves when I talk and stuff like that. My porcelain doll face is now just a regular doll face. Aside from the powder blue eyes that are usually there, are replaced with my eyes that are black and bright yellow and glow in the darkness of this box that they're stuck in. And so they
creepy and terrifying.
Yeah, they believe that I am completely devoid of emotion and I am in here to incite some awful revenge. And so I am gonna what's the term for kick some ass in this one?
Fight. Yeah, there's the fight move.
All right. What is the govern for fight?
Daring or grace.
When you
All right, I'm
going to
use grace for obvious reasons. Because my grace is good and my daring is probably not as good. Actually, no, it is. Awesome. Cool. So, well, I'm going to use grace anyway because I dance when I fight and it's cool.
Yeah.
All right, 6. Darn it. Okay, what's a 6 look like in this one?
So, the options for fight, would you like me to read them?
Yes, please.
6 doesn't apply because 6 is the DM can do whatever she wants. But fight says, when you seek to incapacitate someone with violence, roll plus daring or plus grace. On a 10+, you choose 3 of the options, and your opponent chooses 1 to apply to you in response. On a 7 to 9, you choose 2 options, and your opponent chooses 1. So part of that idea is that fight never has there's always a consequence. Choosing to fight is an emotionally harmful act. That's just
Okay.
That's just part of the fundamental truths of this world. And the options for choose are flirt with or provoke your opponent and gain a string on them. Through violence or cutting words, inflict a condition. Create an opportunity for an ally through prowess or distraction. Take an object from your opponent or seize a superior position. So, but we have a downbeat, which anything goes.
Okay.
That is true.
Agatha. You may. I'm gonna do this as a mixed beat, but she gets 2 and you get 1.
Fair.
But your options are limited. You may take an object. You may inflict a condition. You get to choose one.
I am taking an object. I'm taking Vivilda's string back.
She doesn't have a string on Vivelda right now.
She gave the string to me.
Yes. She has a string on Listening Chaos right now.
Okay. I might still take an object just because it would piss somebody that's trying to be perfect off if they don't have an object of theirs and know that some super crazy psycho has it somewhere in their world.
Is there a tempting thing for her to take?
There is exactly time to snatch something.
I'm just wondering as the DM.
As the DM, there is something flashy to grab, but you don't have much time to decide if it's that or inflict a condition.
I'm going to take it.
Okay. She, in a shrill voice that doesn't leave the box, calls for space and disappears. And Agatha is holding what used to be her sword, but is very rapidly devolving into a small knife.
I stole her weapon. This is adequate for me.
Big.
Wow.
Like
That cuts to the core of her essence.
You do, however, Agatha, realize that you have no means of getting back up to that window you jumped through.
Well, I'm going to turn my emotions back on first. You got to keep up the lie in front of everybody else and straighten out my dress and be, very calm and prim and proper like I usually am. And then I walk up to the wall and I was like, I think I would like to be outside with my friends now, please. And then walk straight forward.
You bump it straight into the wall. This box keeps people in.
So I, upon seeing this, am gonna, freak out and, run over there and be like, what is she doing? No! So I am, pushing my hands against the wall, trying to make it go away.
Agatha.
Yes.
She gets to choose 2 and you get to choose 1. So for my 2, I get mark your emotion tracker and choose a condition. Any condition, I don't care.
I'm going to take angry.
Very good.
All right. So the shrill voice didn't leave the box, but does voice leave the box?
Yes. Everyone heard a perfect and prim and proper space, darling. And then very, very distinctly, you're aware that she's not in the box, even though it's unclear how you know. Unless you're looking in through the window, I guess.
Okay. I would like to call out, Miss Fabian, darling, could you let me out, please?
Yeah, and I kind of dissolve the wall in my mind.
Okay, give me a heart roll.
So I'm in a state of, like, panic. Do I have, like, gummy bears following me? Like, I don't know what's going on. I've just had the core of myself shaken. And
You
she gone.
little sour drops are raining. You have a cloud of sour drops raining over you. To match your emotion. Good job. I'll give
Thank
you
you.
that for free.
Sorry about that.
Vivelda, you're in charge of making Fabian's rolls right now.
Oh, sorry.
I also forgot, but now we know.
Would you like to hire someone else to do your roles?
No, I believe in you. You know.
That makes one of us.
Okay, Fabian, that's adorable. I'm just gonna dissolve it.
You.
There is sour lemon drops raining down everywhere. Like, once the wall's gone, just like this flood of sour lemon drops everywhere.
They get hard, like, as soon as they touch something, so they're, like, falling like rain, but bouncing a bit.
Okay, so is it like mini hail or like bouncy gumdrops?
Bouncy gumdrops that look like they should be liquid.
Fabulous. Love it.
Okay. After seeing this, I go, "Oh, honey," and then I immediately run over to Vivelda and like climb up to my perch and like pull her face towards me. And I'm okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm okay. Clear skies.
Okay,
Clear
hold on.
skies.
What emotion do you feel when you do that?
Caring.
Okay. Good choice. Because I was going to have you just plow Vivelda over because of how fast you were moving. But caring wouldn't produce that outcome. Go ahead.
So I've got your chin in one hand, and I'm rubbing my tiny little porcelain doll hand down the side of your face, and like having you meet my eyes, and I'm just like, I'm okay, everything's fine, everything's okay, clear skies. Clear skies.
I'm the GM. I'm allowed to do whatever I want.
Yes. You can introduce complications when we have done nothing at all. Like, literally, we're
Hey,
just
true.
walking through minding our own business. You're like, oh, rock falls. Dodge. Like,
No. I'm not introducing the complication. I'm debating what this NPC looks like. And my answer is... a baby bottle full of milk walks up.
to give me just a minute. I'm role playing, please.
And she's like, I agree. Everything will work out wonderfully. Can I ask what you're trying to do?
I'm gonna hug Agatha really tightly. Probably tighter than one should hug a porcelain doll.
Porcelain, darling, porcelain.
The baby bottle is going to join the hug, and all of a sudden, Agatha, you do not need to be worried about breaking. In fact, almost certainly everything will be all right.
I do not like the baby bottle.
Does that clear my angry emotion?
No.
I was going to
So
try
I had
to
to
do
try.
emotional support.
Is this space?
No, darling. I am motherly care.
Aw.
Look, I'm allowed to do whatever I want with my NPCs.
Sure.
Motherly care's baby
I'm not
bottle.
telling
Suck it
you
up.
no.
This woman is going to be like my primary emotion through this whole situation. I'm sure of it.
Why do you think I made her show up?
Yeah, but she's like Anyway,
So, a little bit of suspicion as this new thing comes in, but after I realize what good she will have for my party, I'm like, okay, you can be here.
Vivelda, you are going to roll something.
oh yes, I wanted to check Agatha over and be like, "Are you okay?" It's okay, and then I just kind of want to like, after I like have a second to catch my breath, I want to like kind of frustratedly sigh and be like, it's okay to ask for help, you know. I am tempting to roll emotional support. Does that sound emotionally supportive? It's up to Agatha.
Agatha, is this a sufficient point to make a roll on?
I imagine it would be, yes.
Vivelda, I offer you a +1, and in exchange, you must clear one of your conditions.
How dare! You're so rude.
I am exactly as motherly caring as the NPC should be, who is offering you a +1.
Well, I rolled amazingly. So I am attempting to help Agatha clear her condition. I don't want to clear my conditions. Okay. When you offer someone support in a way that could be meaningful to them, roll +heart or +spirit, +3 more if you spend a string on them. I don't spend a string. If they open up to you, they choose one, and you either choose one or take a string. If they're smitten with you, they may choose a second option.
But it's on a 10+, if they open up to you, they choose one, and you either choose one or take a string. Okay, never mind.
Yes. So
you don't get to choose one. You chose clear condition by virtue of taking the +1.
Yes, but I need to find out what Agatha does.
That's true.
Okay, so I grab onto your hand as it's touching my face, and I'm like, I know, and it's hard sometimes, but she makes me so angry. And the way she treated you, and it wasn't. And then I realized that I'm showing emotions, and I'm like, you feelings, and then like just for a moment, and then I'm like, wait, no, be open with the person you adore. Be open with the person you adore.
Don't you literally have a move that's you feelings?
Yeah, and I was contemplating on using it, but I decided against it. Okay, so yeah, I opened up to somebody that whose regard matters to me, and so they cleared my condition, and through my feelings meter, I get a reduction of 2 for that. So I'm back down to 0 feelings, and I don't have an angry condition anymore. What else do I need to pick?
So if you're smitten with me, then you get to pick an extra option. So you picked clear condition, and you reduced your feelings checker, but that's your own thing. So you can also mark XP +1 forward, or gain insight from the GM about an obstacle facing one of you.
Insight, definitely.
Okay. That door,
and I clear one of my bloody
great
conditions.
Big castle door in your way can probably. I'm just gonna say it because I know how else to progress this. That door can be opened from the inside or the outside if you have the right NPC on your side. So there's an NPC inside that could open it that you might be able to get on your side. And there's an NPC outside that could open it that you might be able to get on your side.
I'm imagining the NPC on the outside was perfect chaos, and they are no longer outside, so inside would be the only option.
I'm talking about in this moment.
Oh, in this moment? I'm gonna, like, look at the door and kind of, like, continue cuddling, and then my eyes shoot open wide, and they go back to their powder blue. The book! And then I look straight at Fibian.
The knot is no closer to being undone. In fact, one might describe it as Gordian.
My response is basically to she makes me so angry, like, yeah, I get it. But it's important to to maintain a stable head, because that's what those above say to do. That's my contribution.
So I know how the Gordian knot was solved, but Fabian doesn't.
That's the facts.
I do, because I read real world books.
Ooh.
But this is called Thirsty Sword Lesbians. So that means
Angry
you do
sword
have
lesbians.
Well, I mean, a couple of people are angry, but I mean, like, be angry at the knot, and you've got a sword. There's.
I need to test out my new dagger anyway. And so I look over at or I look back to Vivelda and I say, hands flat.
Okay.
And so I stand up on her hands and then I jump. I pull out my little tiny. It probably looks like a thumbtack to you guys, but like I pull out my new shiny dagger and I jump over and just like attack the knot of the book with my dagger.
I hold out the book.
In a don't hit me kind of manner. She flying
The
all
dagger?
over the place. She violent.
The dagger is insufficient.
Aw.
Honestly, like, it's small, but you expected better. Ouch.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So I bounce off the book rather unceremoniously and tumble onto the ground.
No, that's too elegant. It gets caught in the knot.
Oh, okay, it's get caught in the knot. Well, then I'm going to ravenously tear at the knot with my knife.
Good luck. It's only getting worse.
Can I help cut the knot?
What you gonna cut the knot with?
My sword.
That is a fair counter to my question.
I don't understand the question.
Okay, look. Look, about this knot.
It has emotions attached to it, and we need to get the right emotions out. We can't just stab it.
No, it's a wit challenge. You can't just stab my challenges.
Are you sure we can just stab things? This is called Thirsty Sword Lesbians.
Okay,
Also-
go wits at the knot with your sword and take a +1 because I hate you.
Just saying, you said Gordian knot, and that is how the
Yeah.
Gordian knot was solved.
That's why I said, yeah. Yeah.
I didn't say you were wrong. I said...
You didn't say I was wrong, you said I was a jerk.
Specifically, she said she hate me.
As your next beat, I will inform you that if you do it again, no roll, you will succeed. But at the same time, it occurs to you, Paranoia has plans on plans on plans. And she said you would know when the time is right.
Oh,
Is
so if
now
if we read it now, it could change our fates in bad ways. Or I don't know.
Okay,
The
so
book might help, the book might hurt, but
Mine
it will
is
definitely be one of those themes when you open it.
okay, mildly frustrated with the knot. I'm gonna look over at familial feelings down there and be like, "Do you know how to open the door?"
I believe space is more lonely than she lets on.
How would we repair that?
Ooh, we need to sing the "Do You Want to Build a Snowman" song.
Can I, like, scoot over to an unoccupied square of rock and, like, lean down to the ground and be like, Paranoia, what does space want?
The rock whispers back like, I think Paranoia's gone into hiding. It's nice to talk to you, though.
I'm not even mad. That was
I've got a really bad idea, guys.
I think we should just pick up motherly compassion and chuck it at the door.
Guys, the castle has windows. Just get high enough so you can look through them. What do you want from me?
To solve the puzzle. We're trying to solve the puzzle.
Okay, go ahead.
I am going to close my eyes and I'm going to manifest the feeling of companionship.
Okay, roll me hearts.
Wow, I have +0 to heart. I have 0 emotional awareness and expression.
I think it's because you
I have
spend
a
all
-1
of
to
it
heart,
on
so-
being envious of people who don't matter. Vivelda, I think is where you spend all of your heart points.
Oof. I got a 6.
Okay, who are you manifesting?
Companionship.
Incorrect. You are manifesting, you aren't sure. You really aren't sure how to react to it. Out of character, you would look at this and recognize it as a burnt piece of bacon. But in character, what on earth? And also, why is it burnt?
So I look down and I'm like, well, that can't be
No,
right.
it's standing in front of you. It's taller than you. You're Agatha.
Oh, well, then I
Everything's
look up and go, that can't be right. And then I'm like, no matter. And then I was like, you. And, oh gosh, motherly caring. Is that it, right?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
darling.
So I address the two of them and I say, go get all of your friends. We're throwing a tea party at the castle right now.
The burnt bacon, gives you a smile made out of burning coals. It's like, I hate tea. And, slinks off.
Wait.
I'm going to explain that this is going to be an awesome tea party, and that so I'm just going to go through the whole idea of events. There's going to be cakes there. There's going to be friends there. We're going to have tea. We're going to make space super super happy, and I'm going to go through all of this. And I want to use Devious Scheme.
Oh, okay. I wasn't expecting a roll. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, roll plus wit. So my wit is +1. Enter. Come on. 6. Are you serious?
Okay, so read to me Devious Scheme.
Okay, so Devious Scheme. When others go along with your cunning plan, roll plus wit. At a 10+, twice during your plan, you may choose one of the following. On a 7 to 9, you may choose once during one of the following once. Produce just the right object, describe an unexpected weakness or an obstacle, or appear right behind someone in a crucial moment. But I failed, so I don't get my Devious Scheme.
I give you an unexpected weakness in your obstacle. Moats are theoretically fillable. And this weakness is becoming relevant because motherly love tells you, darling, I think we should move. As you hear the floor begin to rumble.
Oh my. So like my emotions go from happy and describing something to completely flat-faced as I look off into the sunset of towards the rumbling, and I just go scatter.
Very, very impressively, the burnt bacon has acquired many friends in the time it took you to make that plan. The burnt bacon has specifically acquired several thousand Pop-Tarts, and they are blacking out the horizon
They're made of rage,
as they
aren't they?
stampede towards you.
I'm going to stand up on Vivilda's shoulder and triumphantly hold my weapon in the air and say, "To the castle, friends! We are seizing the means of dopamine production!"
When you said
mind
run,
you, that these are the Pop-Tarts that burst into fire and threaten to burn listening chaos.
Not my problem until we get to space. Then it's my problem.
They are charging at you at blistering speeds and numbers.
I would like to grab Agatha and flee the instant she says run and that rumbling.
What is everyone responding to this? I hear flee.
Someone told me to run. I follow
I'm attempting to lead the charge.
Are we inside the castle?
No, you are just outside the castle, and the moat problem might be fixed for whatever that's worth.
What's inside the moat?
Nothing at the moment. It might be full of millions of homicidal Pop-Tarts.
Homicidal Pop-Tarts! Homicidal Pop-Tarts!
You know,
Just for your quote book, let me say that in full. The moat might be full of millions of homicidal Pop-Tarts very soon.
Is there a bridge across the
There
moat?
you go. No. It was supposed to be a drawbridge, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Is there any space across the moat where one could stand without entering the castle?
Nope.
I mean, it is presumably a functioning moat.
I whisper into Vivelda's ear, "That worked out better than I expected it to."
Whispering. What's your listening
Who's
chaos?
whispering?
yes.
What do you do in face of disaster like this?
It's not
Well,
disaster.
you-
This
you-
is unparalleled success.
You are I don't know, somehow acquainted with this place, and I don't know, do you have anything crazy you can do here? Like,
Honestly, I'll get the impression that we're inside my head.
Okay, quick reference. 3 more sentences before you have to make a decision. I'm putting a time limit. You guys are getting bull rushed.
Okay.
2 more sentences. No, I'm not counting that.
I've already stated my intent. I flee.
Yes, you have an answer. I believe you are also forcing Agatha to take your answer.
Yeah, I guess.
I go to lead the charge and immediately get snatched back by the laces of my dress.
Yeah, I am
Oh, no.
picking you bodily up and carting you away.
I'm like, "Forward! Whoa!"
They want to also flee just because I know I can't. I probably shouldn't try to eat them again.
Listening's one remaining brain cell. Maybe I shouldn't eat the Pop-Tarts made of fury.
and of course I run after them.
Okay, so thankfully, Listening Chaos says as well, and so you all decide to book it in the same direction.
I don't want to run away from the castle. I want to run to the side of the castle because Agatha wants to enter the castle. So I'm not trying to take her away from her objective. I'm just trying to keep her from getting smashed flat.
You follow Motherly Care's guide, and you end up on top of a building, looking down at the veritable sea of Pop-Tarts, being led by a burnt piece of bacon who is body surfing, bodyboarding surf, the wave of Pop-Tarts.
I need fan art of this right now.
Give me a minute.
surprisingly, it's sufficient to fill the moats. Surprisingly, it is barely sufficient to fill the moats. If you guys were by some means supernatural fireproof, which I'm not sure how you would do, you could theoretically walk across the moats.
I can get over there. I made of porcelain. They can't fire me. They'd probably burn my dress, though.
They were not afraid to fire whatever in the world listening chaos is. I feel like porcelain is a less steep ask.
That's what I'm saying, though. Is porcelain is by default fire resistant, so I could make it, but I'd have to leave the rest of my friends here, and that's not okay with me.
No, I'm saying this fire is not fire you're resistant to. This is special fire.
Gotcha.
It's the heat of fury, not the heat of real fire. So
You guys actually don't know. It isn't fury.
Anarchy Pop-Tarts are great.
Anarchy Pop-Tarts. I don't know, but
You have someone who apparently is friends with them. You could ask, but I guess we're saying anarchy and just living with it.
Motherly Care, do you have any ideas as to how we might be able to get across our wonderful bridge friends? Could you perchance make some milk? I can't believe those words just came out of my mouth.
So I'm pretty sure those Pop-Tarts are death. And I'd recommend you don't use them as bridges.
That's good that you said that, because I would have.
Ew.
I just tried to eat death. Well, good to know.
You are almost addicted to the thing after death. Is more important.
Oh, well.
Brief pause while we all contemplate the meaning of life. Okay, right.
Yeah, especially what comes after life, after death, after the third stage.
For those of you that are most observant, you see the castle windows are closing rapidly.
Okay,
right.
We're running and jumping.
Besieging the castle with death appears to have been the wrong answer to try and befriend people on the inside.
I don't know what you're talking about. We're running and jumping. This is fine.
Yeah, I guess
you're just going to leap over the wall? Yeah, this will be fun.
We are
I'm
going
gonna
to
see if
Death himself.
I'm going to see if Motherly Care has some friends that she can muster up to try to calm down the situation. I am not admitting fault in any of this, but I am asking if she can help.
Honey, I don't know what I'm supposed to do when you've invited extinction to a tea party. I'm sorry. I am out of ideas.
Well, if we've invited death to a tea party, it seems reasonable that we could also invite life to a tea party.
She didn't say death.
She did say death earlier.
She said the Pop-Tarts are death.
Invite.
Who did she say you invite? Extinction. You invited the eradication of life, who is apparently the burnt bacon, to a tea party. Let it be known the burnt bacon is swimming in his pool of Pop-Tarts.
Well, then we need to manifest the proliferation of life.
I think.
Biogenesis.
So, thoughts become real here. And they take on their own reality, and they act and impose their will on the world as if independent agents. So, there must be some greater entity at play here, and these or community or unity. And death and extinction probably apply. Serve the same influence. Can anyone think of a grand unifying idea that would bring all these things together?
Existence.
But is that something that we can like think up right now? Like have a really strong emotional response? Maybe push it into
Change.
helping us out?
Well, there's plenty of big emotions that come with existence itself. Existence is life, death, happiness, sadness, joy, jubilation, depression. It's all of these things. So if we were looking for an all-encompassing thing to think about, it would be the fact that we exist at all.
I know
If that makes sense.
I know what makes me feel most alive. And I'm going to bend down and pick up a Pop-Tart and cradle it in my hands.
Okay.
I would like to defy disaster using daring.
Okay. Listening chaos.
We are warriors, and warriors are not afraid to die.
Yeah.
Listening chaos. Would you help if asked? Did that come through? Would you help if asked?
Hello?
Listening
Hello?
chaos.
Am I coming through?
Would you help if asked? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Vivelda's take a +1.
Fab.
I will assist as well.
I'm not sure how you intend to, but if you go ahead, I guess.
Just saying, if there's anything that I can do to help, I will try to, at least. I mean, because I am standing on their shoulder.
Yeah, I mean, Agatha does make me feel more alive. It reminds me of all the reasons I have not to die.
I'm gonna move your hair out of the way and like give you a little peck kiss on the temple.
Okay, Agatha, if you roll to support, I'll let you roll to support if you like.
No. I'm going to turn my head to say something to Agatha at the exact wrong time and kiss you back.
Oh. Like, Agatha is immediately taken back by this for just a second, then she's like, nah, I'm into it.
Finally kiss in a dangerous situation is a move in this game. When two people finally kiss after a period of tension, it can be more than two people. Each takes +1 ongoing to get to safety and protect the other for the rest of the scene.
Oh my goodness.
We have +1 ongoing to anything that applies to getting to safety or protecting each other.
Okay.
There's my help out.
Okay.
There you go.
Love people.
Vivelda, while you are cradling this little death, you find something that no one has found in a long time, and probably no one could ever find. And probably, if you didn't roll a flippin' 16, I would have done this. You find something, and you feel as alive, and it makes you feel as alive as death makes you feel dead.
Boy, that
And
sure
the
is a
Pop-Tarts
sentence.
looks at you, unbelievably, perplexed, and turns into...
Oh my god, you guys, I'm making life where death once was.
Turns into a little Easter bunny, Easter candy bunny-shaped thing. What are they called?
Puff.
Peeps.
Peeps.
Peeps. Turns into a peep.
Peeps are live.
I don't know what you want from me.
This reminds me of in Adventure Time when Finn splashes the life water on the lich.
Oh.
This makes about as much sense as Adventure Time.
Well, yeah, because then the lich becomes alive, and so yeah, when they're
Have any of you? Sorry, go on.
no, go ahead.
Have any of you read Earthworld?
I have not.
I haven't. I'm just building all of this off the top of my mind.
Oh, I'm just saying it.
There were people who wrote on living, flying peeps.
Oh, that's good. Okay,
Sorry, what
what are you going to do
Can
with
we
this
fly
peep?
the peep across the moat? Important question.
My goodness. No, I remember. Vivelda, you were asked a question
Crap.
from Paranoia.
Are you saying that my bad decisions are coming back to me?
You were asked a question from Paranoia. What was the question?
I don't think Paranoia asked me a question. Paranoia was just, weird.
No. You asked, what could I do to gain your respect?
To earn your loyalty.
Earn your loyalty.
Yes.
Something like that.
And Paranoia said to give them tell them what happened to Wings.
Yes. Something happened to the power of flight. Can you fly this peep across? No, you can't. Something happened to the power of flight.
Does Life know what happened to Flight?
The peep appears to be an infant. I don't know what you want from me.
The impossible.
About the
that's
infant
fair.
thing, though. I'm gonna give us some exposition here, if I may.
Okay.
All right. So the kiss happens, right? And after everything happens, and the peep is sitting in the hands, Vivelda, you see Agatha's face is rapidly shifting between emotions, just like a million all at once, just emotions everywhere, until you see a small crack come into the top of her porcelain face just below her hairline. And she just kind of like the face settles on this just big humongous smile as she leans her forehead against you and looks down at the peep and goes, "I didn't know you wanted kids," and kind of giggles under her breath.
Motherly love is in fact here to help you with a child, by the way.
What the
if
crap?
you should need help.
What?
She straight up says, like, I didn't think these were around anymore.
So I kind of, continuing to smile, I look down at motherly care, and what exactly is that?
This is new life, best I can tell. I think it's a bit more complicated than that.
A better world.
Sounds like just the thing we need.
You aren't going to feed it to death, are you?
No! What do you think I
Oh,
am?
absolutely not.
Seriously.
Hold on. My dog wants attention. You guys come up with something to do while I come back.
Okay.
So,
I kind of want to just like recap.
What the crap?
Okay. So
yeah, please explain to us, everyone, what is going on, because I don't think anyone knows.
okay, so wait, who's explaining? Am I explaining?
Listening
I'll
Chaos
let you
wanted to
explain
recap.
first.
Gotcha.
Well, okay. So I wanted to say, so it seems like we're in a place, right, where there's like platonic forms, where the idea of things have taken on their own personality.
By platonic, you mean Plato, not affection.
Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't even. Yeah.
We were just kissing.
Yeah, oh yeah. Okay. I'm just saying that, like, yeah, you guys are just kissing, but since I wasn't kissing either of you, it's not the most
That's
pressing
not my
thing to
fault.
me. Yeah, it's not. It's not. Yeah, it's not most pressing. What is pressing to me is that, like, there's a lot of like. So I'm assuming this is like a very symbolic, allegorical place.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that we all, I mean, well, entities like myself appear to be food to one another, right? There was one that, like, that means that the relationship between the different chaoses are cannibalistic in nature.
What?
At least that's what I'm getting from it. Or,
You,
but
you,
I
you
could
want
be
me to
wrong.
tell you straight up what the food means?
Sure.
Okay, so what it is let's use paranoia for example. Paranoia looks like a good idea. It's ice cream. Is not necessarily bad for you. Healthy soup. Is a bad idea. Doesn't taste good.
Okay.
That's what paranoia is. Looks like ice cream. Not inherently bad for you in taking in small things like a hearty broth, but isn't a
Overall,
good idea.
not a good
Yeah,
idea.
overall negative, so it tastes bad. That's
so
what
it's
this
a
is.
mix
Literally,
it's a mix of its constituent parts.
yeah. Literally, it's just a hard pill to swallow, so it's a hard pill.
Paranoia is a hard pill?
No, I mean, like, something.
Oh, okay.
Like if something is literally a hard pill to swallow.
Okay, I got it. Because I'm just like, oh, man. I mean,
Yeah, like, if I wanted to hit you with a hard truth, I'd just throw hardtack at you, literally.
okay. All right. So then that case, then it's just a very literal world. So it's not like a... All right. I
Wait.
am... You said wait?
No, go on.
No, you're the scientist here. Do you have ideas?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just that Pop-Tarts pop up out of the toaster. So, do the Pop-Tarts innately carry with them the hope of some kind of
No. Pop-Tarts look bad, taste bad, and aren't worth the calories in my head. So that's where I put his stack.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, it is.
Okay.
It is 10.
Hey.
Can we just maybe call it a day and move on to weirder things next week?
I want to hear what listening was saying.
Oh, no, I probably was incorrect with my original idea. So,
Guys have filled a moat, which probably only made it more dangerous.
Yay!
You guys have closed the windows, so I guess you aren't going to be making friends with space.
I think space doesn't like us. It's fine.
You appear to have Extinction's ear, as he was absolutely ready to have tea that he hates in a place he's not allowed to be.
Presumably the not allowed to be part is the appealing part of that.
yeah, I mean,
I don't know. I kind of like Extinction. He seems like a rad guy to hang out with.
I would like to point out that you are also not good aligned.
That's fair. I am chaotic neutral at best.
So
boy.
you liking extension is completely understandable.
Extension, huh?
Extinction.
We're inverting him too now?
I can't say words. What do you want from me?
The impossible. By the way, I think that's the only answer to that question now.
Correct. So, to recap, we're standing outside a castle that we need to get to the top of. We can't fly, no one can fly. I'm holding a baby Peep in my hand, which may be the one and only of its kind, because I just created it out of sheer willpower and a kiss.
Our children.
I'm not prepared for that specific analogy.
Yeah.
Their name is Theodosia, and we shall keep them forever.
What?
I love it.
Why are we naming it?
Uh-oh. Now you'll be sad when it dies.
Oh dear. It's not gonna die. I'm gonna protect it with my life. I mean...
Look at that. You're already tied up.
No! Wait!
It's our love child. You have to keep the love child.
Hold
You're
on.
already
So
committed.
we're agreed.
A
I kill
love
Vivelda
child?
and Duranda plays the child.
What?
I do
gonna kill
think
you,
we
by
should
the
keep
way.
the Peep baby in the back wings as a backup character that we can play.
Or they can be the healer.
Peep baby goes peep peep peep, and you're like, that's emotional support. That's all I need. Let's go.
Yep.
All I had to
That's-
do was
that's
beep at me and I'm happy.
That's the healing portion. All right, yeah.
Love it.
So with that understanding, I'm gonna say, I'm listening. I'm not extinction, and
We
I'm
know
not
you're
death.
listening.
Well, yeah, but what I mean is, I'm listening. I'm not death, and I'm not extinction. I'm not really sure how to address this situation. Even though I half wrap my head around it, I don't see how I can fix this. I think I can only witness it.
Yeah, is there anything, like, practical we could do at this point?
You could go hunt for more friends. Theoretically, one of the friends on this side can open the door.
Look, you said one of the people who is present right now can open the door, and I asked all the people who are present in the scene.
No. I said, at this moment, one of the people on this side can open the door.
Is that us?
No, it's...
I asked everyone in... I asked
So-
Paranoia, I asked Motherly Kisses.
So there are
There-
two
there
groups of people, right? One of them is inside the castle. That's group 1.
Okay.
Group 2 is literally everyone who isn't inside the castle.
It seems like a big
And we know for a fact it's not the Pop-Tarts, and it's not the burnt bacon, and it's not the baby bottle. It might be the Peep, we don't know.
Could be the purple baby bunny.
Okay, hang on. You talked to the Pop-Tarts and the bacon earlier. Can you just ask them to move? So that we can get through to the castle?
If they move, there's a moat.
I can walk down the moat. Oh, is it full of water or something?
It might have
Full.
used to been full of water. It's definitely not.
It's full of Pop-Tarts now.
Yeah, so if they move, I can just walk through the moat that has been burned to death by the fury of extinction has been swimming around in the water. I don't think there's much of it remaining. This is my argument.
The extinction of water would definitely explain this place.
There wasn't any water in the last place either. I'm starting to think we might have a problem.
Well, extinction, like, swims up, again, swimming in the pile of death, and is like, that sounds far too helpful. I think I enjoy my moat at the way it is. But you promised me tea, and I will be disappointed. It says, swimming away.
We need to find a giant pot of tea.
Yeah, like
Fulfill my promise and they'll go away.
Yeah.
We can fill them out with tea, guys.
Okay, didn't your cunning plan have, like, a thing that said, you can find exactly the correct solution to a problem? Like, you get...
Devious Scheme. Appear right behind someone at a crucial moment. Describe an unexpected weakness or obstacle, which is what we got. And then produce the right object is what we can have.
I was kind of hoping we could use your cunning scheme to DM juice our way out of this.
I failed my devious scheme, and the DM used it to make things worse.
Oh,
And I find this to be much more entertaining than the other side, so I'm cool with it.
Oh, okay. All right.
You've been getting a lot of 6s. You've been taking your XP, yeah?
Yes, I have. I've gotten, let me see, 2 6s that I haven't accounted for. So that's 2 experience, and then I got 1 6 that was I moved it. I used a luck point to move it to a mixed beat. So I got 2 experience out of the 3 6s that I rolled.
Very nice. Okay. If you guys don't have a solution, I can move up a story beat and produce something.
I think I want to
Well,
You guys did have a plan 30 seconds ago.
it's 10.
It's
Oh.
10, yes.
I figured, yeah, we were ending on the cliffhanger of the new child in the world and such.
Yeah, and like, WTF do we do?
I put extinction in a river of death, demanding tea.
I hope
This
you
is
feel
the
proud
best
of
thing
yourself.
that ever happened.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure that could not have turned out better thematically, for sure.
Yeah, that's definitely unique.
Yep.
All right.
So
Can we talk about how like 30 deaths were chasing Hat or chasing Bundle of Snakes?
I just assumed they were really mad at him.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But now that I know their death, I don't. Okay, guys, can we wrap up the stream?
Gotcha.
Real quick.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you, viewers. I feel like I should apologize to everyone who had to suffer through the insanity. What just happened? I don't know. And I hope you all have a great evening. I kind of don't feel like rating anyone because there's only like 2 of you. And I'm pretty sure they're both like literally here in the chat.
I'm one.
Yeah.
I'm one.
Yeah. So,
We had 10 at one point.
10?
We did?
I only saw 5.
Yeah, I saw 10 just before like the super craziness with the Pop Tarts. We had 10.
Wow, okay. Well, I really appreciate everyone, and I hope you check out my YouTube later for all of the insane sentences that were said today with 0 context. You can also stop by my Discord, so you can ! YouTube or ! Discord in the chat for those links. And I love you all, and remember, you're important. Now we're gonna...